I'm Thomas Tarakan, co-founder of Docswallet. What we're trying to do is disrupt the paper life cycle. How we do it is we sign on the document issuing organization as well as the document receiving organization into one single platform. And from there, they can issue that document in blockchain to the user's account. From there, the users can e-sign and then share it to any receiving organization. It can be a bank, it can be embassy, or it can be another bank where you can apply for a loan as well. So what Docswallet is trying to do is we're trying to connect those unconnected organizations and be a clearinghouse for your official documents, not those ones which are uploaded by you, but it's uploaded by the issuing organizations, which, being on blockchain, you can ensure it's coming from them. So this is our architecture. We are on Hyperledger. The reason why we did it on Hyperledger is the blockchain protocol. If your issuing organization or the receiving organization is in different blockchain solutions, you can layer it on top of that. So it's very modular. It not only can be used for opening bank accounts using a trade license, it can be used for your KYC. It can be given to bank statements, again, for applying for a loan. It can be given for letter of credits as well as bank guarantees. This is our web application. As soon as you log in, you can see all the documents which are verified and deposited by the issuing organization, and you can also see the hash in the blockchain. So this is how the receiver can see it. They can ensure that it's actually coming from source and it is not edited by the user themselves. Of course, it removes paper. It's fast. It prevents fraud. It's on blockchain, so it's immutable. It's shared with the consent of the customer. It's globally accessible, and it can be integrated with any legacy systems or core banking solution which is there. We have a patent for this, which was awarded in December 2014. It is a US patent, and we're currently trying to modify this to ensure that blockchain, we're trying to develop our own blockchain solution, wherein you can just drag and drop that document into our web portal, and you'll have the hash coming out. And if it's not the same thing, it won't match. We're not alone in this journey. We have Microsoft and Adobe who are helping us with the global sales. We have South Indian Bank, where it was our first customer in the fintech space. And we are partnered with the Government of India's Digital Locker program, which gives us access to more than 200 million documents. So what have we done till date? We have processed more than 250,000 documents till date. We have 2,000 institutions in our network. We raised more than $1.6 million in terms of funding. We are profitable from May 2017. Last financial year alone, we closed at $1.3 million. Recently, we are working with two governments. That is the Saudi Arabian Embassy in New Delhi and the Ministry of Manpower, Singapore. And the sole reason when you travel, you'll have to show your financial credibility, and this primarily comes from the bank which you have an account with. These are some of our users. As you can see on the left-hand corner, they're mainly governments, and we've been working with them for quite some time. We have an amazing team having experience in banking, consulting, telecom, sales automation, and tech. So why we're here is basically Dubai has announced its paperless strategy, and our product seems an ideal fit. So if any of you are in the banking segment or from the government segment, do reach out to us, and we'll ensure the paperless strategy is achieved in your organization. Thank you. Yes.
Have you done much research into the validity of electronic signatures and in the UAE?
We have, and there's a federal law which is governing electronic commerce. And one of the things which are excluded from this is wills, marriage contracts, labor contracts, and negotiable instruments. So we have a study on that. If we can share that with you if required.
I'm curious about your customer acquisition strategy and how you are going to acquire customers at scale.
So we do it two ways. One is directly, which we did in India, and we're trying here as well. For a customer, they don't pay. It's actually users who are paying. For example, if you're going to a visa office, you don't have to go to a bank, get that stamped, and then go deliver it or courier it to the visa office. We give a solution to the banks and visa offices for free and get users to pay. Now, for example, if you're sending some of your documents via FedEx, they cost around like $15 to $20. But if you just e-send it with your electronic signature, it comes up to $2 to $3. So it's a win-win situation for all three parties. But the customer acquisition, the second part, we have partnered with Microsoft and Adobe. They have partners across the globe and who are already providing solutions to the BFSI space. And we just add this as an additional feature to the solution.
To complete digital verification of a customer, you typically need multiple documents from multiple different entities that you would look at, each of those being certified in different ways. Typically going into a new market, how long is it taking you to connect that ecosystem to get to the point that for somebody like me as a bank, I'd actually find the service useful?
So we always, in the first markets, we have the chicken and egg story. You get the receiver first, then the issuer comes on, and from the issuer, they say that you get the receiver first. So that's why, again, that Microsoft association and Adobe association help, because they have validated the idea, and we always go for a pilot. Once they see the traction kicking in, and this is far better than the traditional paper-based process, then the chain reaction starts, and the network of banks and users increases for us.
Thank you, Thomas.
Welcome.